MTD CNC have travelled to Belfast today. I'm outside McGreevy Engineering with Ivan McCulloch, who's the Managing Director of MTMNI Limited. You're the sole distributor for Victor machine tools here in Northern and Southern Ireland, aren't you? Why did these guys buy the new machine they've just got, the AX800 5-axis machine? Why did they select it, in your opinion, Ivan?
It's mainly because of the capacity of the machine and value for money. The capacity of 1 metre diameter is great value at that price.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to go inside now and have a chat with Tommy and see what he likes about the new AX800 from Victor CNC. Tommy, you recently took delivery of this V-Center AX800 5-axis machine. Quite interestingly, this is your first 5-axis machine, isn't it, here at McGreevy Engineering? Why do you need 5-axis?
We're starting to move into the aerospace industry, and a lot of the work that we're doing up to now has required us to do it in 3 or 4 different operations. We've seen a need to buy a 5-axis to first of all compete with our competitors, and also cut out operations to make us more competitive.
It's a good way to go. It's a very good way to go. I believe you're in the process of getting your AS9100 as well, aren't you?
We'll hopefully, fingers crossed, have it this week. Yep, we'll be up and running.
Now, this particular model from Victor has been around now for about 18 months or maybe 2 years. It's a fairly new machine to the market, but it has been quite popular. What were some of the reasons that you opted for this AX800?
Well, first of all, we've already had a purchase of a Victor. We've had one of their lathes. We haven't had any issues with it. It's been very reliable. The reason that we bought this machine was because it is bigger capacity than most of our competitors. It's 1.6 metres in the X.
I do like the layout of this machine, the way we can see it here moving. You've got the B-axis head. So there are a few different ways you can, or styles of 5-axis machine, but with this one, the point you just made about the 1600 in the X-axis is quite important, because you can therefore use this as a kind of a 3-axis big machining centre and a 5-axis, correct?
Yeah, correct, yeah. And as well as that, there, as you can see there, the operators get very easy access to the machine as well.
What sort of speed is this machine? I know in the background we're not moving it at its maximum, but have you got a 15,000 RPM spindle on it?
Yeah, of course, yeah, 15,000 RPM, which means you're really into high-speed machining and a lot of the stuff.
And with the component that you've got here, you'd be looking to tackle the side faces as well as the top face and the internals as well, I suppose, to reduce the operation.
Yeah, you can do the top face and you can do the 4 sides if you've got the job set up properly, yeah.
You've got lots of 3-axis machines, and with this machine you've got more tools. Does that help you?
Oh yeah, well, obviously with the 5-axis you need more tools, but we've got 40 tools in this machine, you know. Obviously you're hitting the job from 4 or 5 different directions, so you will need the more tools for the more setup. You do need it. The 40 is very, very good, yeah. And
is this your first venture into BBT 40 style spindles?
Yes, all of the other machines have all got BT 40s. The BT 40s will actually fit this as well, so we can use the standard tooling that we've got on the other machines onto this machine as well.
Rigidity of machine tools like this give you longevity, which is what Victor's known for. And I know you mentioned earlier about the fact you've got a Victor lathe, but also with the BBT 40 spindle, that coupled with a good build gives you surface finish, more accurate components for a longer lifetime.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. We're pretty new into it at the minute, you know, so we've a wee bit of a learning curve to go, you know. Probably if you come back here in 6 months or a year's time, you know, we'll be able to answer a lot more questions for you. But at the minute, yeah, we've done a couple of jobs on it at the minute, and the rigidity we've got is unbelievable. I delivered a part last Friday to a customer, and I couldn't believe the finish on it. He says that normally he would polish it, and he says with the components we machined on this machine here, he says he wouldn't need to polish them. That's how good a finish we got.
That's good. And you did buy this machine with through spindle coolant, didn't you? And the swarf package that you've got here.
Yes, correct. We bought the full package.
And I think what this is also important to see, it's good that this machine's moving, because that Y-axis is actually 700 millimetres, which is quite big compared to other machine tools as well. That's 1600 in the X and 700 in the Y. So you've got plenty of opportunity for larger parts as you move forward in your business.
That's right, and the rotary table there is 800 as well, you know, so you can do parts on it and rotate it round and do it in 2 halves, so you've actually got more capacity than what you need.
And I think also, before we conclude this, there are 2 other models of the AX800. We've got the AX800 2, which enables you to get a metre diameter part, which again is a sizable component. And then you've got the AX800 Aero 320 model that has a fourth axis type trunnion table on it as opposed to the fixed table. You said to me earlier as well that if you get your AS 9100 you might have another one, so it could be one of those two models as well, couldn't it?
Well, we're going to get our AS 9100. There's not going to be any ifs about it. We're going to get it. We'll have it this week, hopefully. And yeah, as soon as we basically let our customers know that we've got it, we're expecting a lot of work. And if we get inundated with work, we'll certainly be looking at another Victor, yeah.
And it's quite a small machine for the size of it as well, so I'm sure you can fit it. Thank you very much for your, or fit more. Thank you for your time, Tommy.
All right, thank you very much.